what's going on, guys? It's Tim Luke 1665 Gaming here, back with another predictions video. Yeah, this wasn't a very good week for me, as score prediction wise, but these were your winners. And yeah, man, so I had not as a good week as last week, but those are your scores from the games and stuff like that. And yeah, now we're gonna show you the week 6 injury report, and then we are gonna do score predictions and game picks for week number 6. And we got some good games ahead of ourselves. But first, let's get into the injury report. So for Thursday Night Football, as you know, this is probably gonna be the Tank Bowl or the worst game of the season. But who knows? This is probably gonna be a way better game than the last Thursday. Man, that was horrible. Commanders inactives are Jonathan Williams or no, Jahan Dotson, Logan Thomas, both out. William Jackson out. Damari Brown questionable, and then Dane Kirkshank questionable for the Bears, and then apparently there's no injury report. Man. Hold on. Oh, man. What is this? I'm sorry about that. Having some itch. Oh, Aaron Rodgers is out. He didn't practice. Alright. Okay, so Ravens, Giants, Titus Bowser, David Ajabo's back, Rashad Bateman, Ronnie Stanley did not practice. He might be able to come back this week. Kenny Galladay and Kadarius Toney began the week with practice. Tony Jefferson, blah blah blah. Saquon Barkley were limited. Foye Akolum was limited, or Floroso Fatiaksky was limited. Zay Jones was limited, I assume. Stephon Gilmore, Yannick Ngakoue, Jonathan Taylor, Kwity Paye, Shaq Leonard, Ryan Kelly, Eric Johnson, and Naheem Hines were limited. Or wait, Gilmore and Ngakoue were out. Jonathan Taylor, and then the rest of those were limited. Mac Jones was a limit. Nelson Aguilar, David Andrews, Lawrence Guy, Damian Harris, Jonathan Jones, blah blah. All those, I think they were limited. You guys can check this out. I don't want to like say all of them. Tua's not playing week 6. Oh, oh man. Cup's questionable, or he was held out. Uh-oh. And there you go. Now we are gonna get into the scores. I'm sorry about the delay and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll get rolling now. So now to start off, week number 6, Thursday Night Football is Washington versus Bears. Okay, before you say anything, some of these games I'm not take, or I'm gonna go with the other team, and this, I'm gonna take 2 of those teams. Say if I wanted to say about the Washington Bears game, say if I take the Commanders on my card and the Bears on this one, it's gonna be like down some of those matches, FYI. But for this one, Commanders Bears. Oh man, this does not look like a fun matchup. Carson Wentz, Justin Fields. Man, so we're gonna see who really wins it. But honestly, I think Brian Robinson might have a day because the Bears are probably either the worst or the second worst rush defense, rushing, a lot of the most rushing yards in a game. But I think the Bears are gonna hell up. I think they'll get their third win of the season. Surprisingly, be 3-3 and 3-0 at home, which really surprised me. But in this one, I had the final score being 24-20, and Washington is really gonna be in danger, and Ron Rivera should be in the hot seat. Unfortunately, I don't think he's that guy in Washington. I think they're gonna have to start a rebuild, and yeah. Next matchup we have is the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. This game's gonna be bad for Atlanta. I'm sorry, but San Francisco just knows how to win on the East Coast, like in back-to-back games. 49ers are going to kick the Falcons' butt, unfortunately. I have the score being 34-19. This is going to be a blowout. And I think Jimmy G and the 49ers defense is going to have a day yet again like they did last week. And the 49ers are going to be 4-2. And man, the Falcons are going to have some problems. Next up, we have is the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. This is going to be a close game. Again, there's no Mac Jones. Probably I'll probably be down to Bailey Zappi and Jacoby Brissett. These defenses are gonna have a fight. Um, the offensive weapons might be a struggle, but I think this is gonna be a close game between these two teams. I have this going to overtime. But this one, I have the Cleveland Browns getting their third win of the season to make themselves 3-3, and the Browns get a huge win at their home field. I think the Browns score a game-winning touchdown in overtime. The Browns will get the dub, but the final score being 26-20 is going to be a good game. Next up, we have is the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. I think the Packers are going to bounce back from the loss in London. Yeah, that was bad. I think the Packers are gonna blow out the Jets, unfortunately. But I'm gonna say this: it's because I think Aaron Rodgers will bounce back. I think he'll be back. You know how it goes. Honestly, you know how it is. After like a tough game or a rough game, he'll bounce back. You know it. Watch, it's gonna happen. I have the final score being 31 or not 41. 30 31 to 16. I think Zach Wilson's gonna have a rough day, and I think Aaron Rodgers will go off. But final score being 31 to 16. Next matchup we have is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. I have the Colts winning this one 24-20 in a close game. I think Matt Ryan will be back to normal. I think Trevor Lawrence will bounce back after that rough game against the Texans, but it won't be enough for Jacksonville. And the Colts get a huge win to lead the division, or no, to get themselves in the playoffs as of right now. I think that's what I assume after the standings update. But again, the Colts get a huge win. By the final score being 24-20, I think Trevor Lawrence will bounce back after that rough performance and at home. But again, it's gonna be a close one. But I don't think Jacksonville will have enough. Vikings Dolphins. Tua's out. You already know it's gonna happen. Honestly, I don't know. This could still be a shootout game, but unfortunately, I don't see it happening because Tua's out, and it's gonna be a huge issue for the Dolphins with their quarterback situation. Tua, take your time, man. They need Bridgewater back or someone to help the Dolphins, man, because Skylar Thompson is not good. I have the Vikings winning 34-20 and a huge issue game from Miami. They're gonna drop to 3-3. They were just 3-0 like 3 weeks ago, and now they're gonna drop to 3-3. I I predict. But again, man, the Dolphins need Tua back soon because they are having. I mean, they don't really need him yet, but like he got some tough games coming up. Honestly, this is a tough game for Miami, but it's not gonna work out because we already know what's gonna happen. You already know. But again, my final score of the Vikings, Vikings Dolphins game, it's going to be 34-20. Next matchup we have is the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Bengals will bounce back. I think the Saints are gonna struggle now. Yeah, they got a good win against Seattle. Good job, but that was basically because of the rushing game. Yeah, and the Saints defense is pretty cheeks right now. I think the Bengals are gonna have a offensive day. I think they'll have a field day. It's gonna be a close game. But I shouldn't say close, but it's going to be a two-possession game. I think the Bengals are going to win this one by the final 38-28. Cincinnati's offense is going to lock up and score a lot of points, and same with the New Orleans Saints. But I think the Bengals are just going to do way more damage, and they'll wrap things up in week number 6 to bounce back, get a huge win. They'll be 3-3, but they got a lot of work to do. Final score is 38-28. Next matchup is kind of interesting. We have the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Oh man, so the Giants, you're 4-1. I am sorry about what I'm doing right now, but my back is kind of itching. But yet again, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Man, I think this one's gonna be quite interesting to watch. But I think Baltimore gets it done, unfortunately. I think the Ravens are too strong of a team. I think the Ravens get the win in New York by a final score being 31-22. It's going to be a close game, but I don't think the Giants will have enough to get the win. Honestly, the Giants look kind of good right now, but I don't think they'll beat Baltimore. Again, final score being 31-22. Next up, we have Tampa Bay versus Pittsburgh. Trap game for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's offense has not looked fun to watch, but I think Tampa Bay will get it done to make themselves now 4-2. Final score being 24-21. I think Steelers are gonna drop to 1-5, and the Bucks are gonna gain to 4-2. But yet again, keep an eye on this game. This is much a very trap game. Repeat, this is a trap game, but I think Tampa Bay will survive and get the win 24-21. Oh man, Panthers and Rams. I'm sorry about my laugh, but oh man, it feels good to finally fire Matt Rule. It feels good. Man, he was a disaster of a head coach, man. He just made horrible calls and we couldn't get things going. But man, so we give Steve Wilkes another chance as a Panther fan. Honestly, he deserves it. Hopefully he does good. Maybe if he doesn't, get the #1 overall pick, and then we'll be on our way to being playoff contenders. This one's gonna be a blowout. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna do good. I have it being 13-38. I think that we're gonna get kicked pretty hard. It's gonna be rough, but we'll be back. It's not looking pretty for us, but yeah. PJ Walker's gonna start, Baker's gonna be out, and Sam Stoll on IR. Yeah, it's not looking pretty, but I think Stafford and Cup are gonna like dominate the whole game. Our team's just gonna be a malfunction. It's gonna have a huge issue. But yeah, that's your final score, 38-13. Next game, Cardinals Seahawks. This game can get flexed to like 2:30 Pacific time or whatever due to the Mariner game or whatever. But who knows? It'll probably be announced tomorrow, or if there is a game before, it's gonna get flexed. But I don't know. But this one, I have the Seahawks winning at Arizona winning. They are really good on the road, apparently. That's so strange. But I have the Cardinals winning 26-24. And here we go to the game of the week. Buffalo versus the Chiefs. I don't know how this is not a Sunday night game, but that is strange. I guess CBS wanted to block it for their main game of the year. But this is going to be a juicy good one. I have this being 34-31. Bills get it done. They're going to go to 5-1. Chiefs will fall short. And man, we have a good game coming our way Sunday. Again, this is going to be a really, really, really fun game to watch. Keep your eyes on this. It's national televised. Get it, watch it, enjoy it. 34-31. Eagles, Cowboys. Oh, man. So we have the 5-0 Eagles and the 4-1 Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be a good matchup. But I have the Eagles getting it done. 27 to 21. I don't think Cooper Rush will be unbeaten no more. And yep, I think Jalen Hurts is going to be him and he'll go off. And the final score for the Chargers and Broncos is 27 to 13. I think Denver struggles. Those are score predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video and subscribe. And turn on the notice for me. And I will catch you guys next time. Enjoy your football Sunday and Thursday. I will see you guys next week. Bye.